Yes, Chiefs Kingdom. Patrick Mahomes is about to get the bodyguard he desperately needs. After the debacle in Super Bowl 59, where the Chiefs' offensive line crumbled under pressure, the front office has made protecting the franchise quarterback a top priority, and they've got their eyes on a name that may not be on every fan's radar. I'll give you the lowdown on this and other updates, but first, hit the like button and, if possible, comment on who you'd like to see as the key player to help Mahomes. Well, here we go. Let's be real. Mahomes had a rough night in Las Vegas. The Philadelphia Eagles defense completely dominated, taking him down 6 times and leaving him fighting for his life. The final score? A brutal 40-22 loss that left a sour taste in the mouths of every Chiefs fan. But the problem wasn't just one bad game. It was a season-long struggle to find stability at left tackle. 3 different players have rotated into the position: rookie Kingsley Sumatia, Wanya Morris, and veteran DJ Humphries. At one point, the Chiefs even experimented with moving left guard Joe Thuney to the spot, but none of them could hold their own. That's why Kansas City's front office, led by Clark Hunt and Brett Veach, is trying to fix this problem once and for all. So who's on their radar? According to inside reports, the Chiefs are targeting Super Bowl 56 champion Alaric Jackson. If you're unfamiliar with the name, don't worry, Jackson has been flying under the radar for a while, but he could be exactly what the Chiefs need. Jackson spent the past 4 seasons with the Los Angeles Rams, quietly protecting Matthew Stafford. He's not the flashiest player in free agency, but he's consistent, durable, and, most importantly, affordable. Given Kansas City's tight salary cap situation, finding the right combination of talent and value is crucial. Jackson, an undrafted prospect out of the University of Iowa, played on a 1-year, $4.9 million contract last season. Now, as an unrestricted free agent, he's within reach of the Chiefs. But that's not all. The Chiefs aren't just looking at the offensive line, they're planning to strengthen both sides of the ball. Reports suggest Kansas City may also be pursuing New Orleans Saints linebacker Chase Young and Cincinnati Bengals defensive back Mike Hamilton. Both players are pending free agents unless their teams decide to extend them. And let's not forget the internal moves. The Chiefs are expected to work to keep key pieces in place, including wide receiver Marquise Brown and defensive tackle Tershawn Wharton. If they can navigate the salary cap challenges, Kansas City could come back next season stronger than ever, poised to reclaim its spot atop the AFC. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Is Alaric Jackson the right choice to protect Mahomes? Should the team go all in on Chase Young? Trey Smith is expected to leave the Kansas City Chiefs after a devastating Super Bowl loss. The Chiefs finished the season with a strong 17-3 record, rolling past the Buffalo Bills and Houston Texans in the playoffs before losing to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59, 40-22. It was a tough pill to swallow, but now the focus shifts to the offseason, and one of the biggest questions is whether the Chiefs can retain one of their star offensive linemen. Trey Smith, a 6th-round steal in the 2021 NFL Draft, has been a cornerstone of the Chiefs' offensive line for 4 seasons. In 2024, he earned his first Pro Bowl selection, proving his immense value to the Kansas City offense. However, as free agency approaches, USA Today's Jacob Kaminker predicts that Smith will leave Kansas City and sign with the New England Patriots. Losing Smith would be a huge blow to the Chiefs. He provided stability and power to the interior of the offensive line, keeping Patrick Mahomes protected in some of the team's biggest moments. But the Patriots are in dire need of an upgrade at guard, and with their salary cap space, they may be willing to offer Smith a contract that Kansas City simply can't match. If he signs with New England, Smith would be tasked with protecting promising young quarterback Drake May, who had an impressive rookie season. The Patriots struggled in 2024, finishing with a disappointing 4-13 record. However, May showed flashes of brilliance, earning a spot in the Pro Bowl with 2,276 passing yards and 15 touchdowns while completing 66.6% of his pass attempts. New England is looking to rebuild, and adding a top-tier guard like Smith could be a crucial move for their offense. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Can Kansas City afford to lose Trey Smith, or should they do everything in their power to keep him? Now, let's talk about what the Chiefs need to do to bounce back in 2025. The Kansas City Chiefs have arguably the best quarterback in the league, but as we've seen, not even Patrick Mahomes can do it all by himself. The offensive line was a major weakness this season, and it cost them dearly in the Super Bowl. This offseason, Kansas City should prioritize solidifying the protection for their superstar QB. Mahomes, always the leader, took the blame for the loss, but we all know that if he had more time in his pocket, the outcome could have been very different. Football is won in the trenches, and with veteran guard Trey Smith potentially leaving in free agency, the Chiefs could face an even bigger challenge on the offensive line. Losing Smith would be a major setback, as he is not only one of the team's best linemen, but also one of the best free agent guards available this offseason. Pro Football Network's Ben Rolfe recently released his 7-round mock draft and predicts Kansas City will focus on the defensive line in the first round, but address the offensive line in the second round, by selecting Georgia's Tate Ratledge. If the Chiefs can't keep Smith, Ratledge could be a plug-and-play option alongside Joe Thuney and Creed Humphrey. He's a powerful, mobile blocker with starting experience, making him an ideal fit for an offense that relies heavily on Mahomes' ability to extend plays. The Chiefs can't afford to take any chances with their offensive line. Ratledge would be a solid addition, but Kansas City must continue adding talent to ensure Mahomes has the protection he needs for another deep playoff run. Opposing teams will be looking to replicate what the Eagles did in the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs should be ready for whatever comes their way. What do you think, Chiefs fans? Should the team prioritize an offensive lineman in the draft, or is free agency the way to go? The Chiefs are facing a pivotal offseason with some big decisions to make. Moves will be made to strengthen both the offense and defense, and that could mean parting ways with key players while bringing in new talent via free agency and the NFL draft. But one player who could make a big impact next season is already in the building, Justin Ross. With question marks surrounding the wide receiver position, Ross has an opportunity to make a splash in 2025. DeAndre Hopkins and Marquise Brown are both hitting free agency, and the Chiefs could decide to share lanes with Sky Moore to free up some cap space. And let's not forget the biggest question of all, what will Travis Kelce do? The star tight end and Mahomes' most reliable target is contemplating his future, and his decision will have a big impact on the offense. Fortunately for the Chiefs, rookie Xavier Worthy had a strong rookie season and appears ready to take another step forward. But the team still needs more weapons in the passing game. Enter Justin Ross. Ross, a former Clemson standout, joined the Chiefs as an undrafted free agent in 2022. He's had a rough start to his NFL career, dealing with injuries and some off-the-field issues, but Kansas City still believes in his potential. That belief was reinforced when the team signed him to a reserve/futures contract, giving him another chance to prove himself. Ali Muhammad of the Sporting News highlighted Ross' potential, saying, "Ross is a bigger target, coming in at 6 feet 4 inches and 210 pounds. He could be a nice complement to Worthy and Rice if he can find his feet on the field." The new deal gives him a chance to try again and earn a spot in training camp. The Chiefs clearly see something in Ross to keep him for another year. If Ross can stay healthy and take the majority of his reps in training camp, he could carve out a significant role in Kansas City's offense. With Mahomes at quarterback and a high-powered offense in need of reliable targets, Ross could be in the perfect position to have a breakout year. But what do you think, Chiefs fans? Do you see Justin Ross making an impact in 2025? Or do the Chiefs need to look elsewhere for help at wide receiver? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a Kansas City Chiefs update.